Hello, my beautiful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation. This is something that's been on my mind a lot this week because I want to share with you a tool that is not being taught in mainstream culture whatsoever. And I know that many people in this tribe know this, but it is nice to be reminded of this. So this is where it stems from. Do you get easily distracted, tribe, from focusing on your soul's purpose, the reason why you're on the planet? And what happens then is that your attention gets fragmented all over the place, day after day after day. Now, there's lots of reasons why you could be getting distracted. It could be things just in your everyday life, but I want to talk about the general scope of what it means to get distracted and how that is severely affecting your soul's purpose. The one reason why you are here, now that soul's purpose can have a lot of different facets in it, but I want to share with you that getting distracted is it's like the in the air. It's actually something that's not taught to you to stay focused. In fact, it's the opposite. That mainstream culture is not teaching you how to stay focused on your soul's purpose. Instead, we are bombarded with shock and awe. We are bombarded with shiny objects, with distractions of all kinds, with the big booms of sensationalism. We are distracted by those things, and the intention is that we have this fragmented way of being so that we cannot be focused on the soul's purpose of why we are here, to anchor light onto the planet with our soul's purpose intact. So this is the general scheme of what we're taught, and it's so in the air we breathe, we don't even recognize it anymore, because it's this mayhem that comes through in all of the different ways. Now, it could be the shiny objects of just everyday life of, oh, I'm just doing this instead of my soul's purpose, or it could be the bigger things of a way of being in a culture that makes it so that you feel like you just can't do the soul's purpose. Whatever it is, I want to put my attention on it with you today, because I am cheering on your soul's purpose. I want this whole moment together to say your soul's purpose is of the greatest importance, much more than anything outside of you. Now, what happens a lot then, if we stay in this place of fragmentation and you just can't pull in the focus long enough to stay focused on your focal point of your soul's purpose of why you came to the planet, you have this way of being that day after day after day, you just don't feel like anything is ever getting done. There's never any momentum that's going towards why you came to the planet, and therefore you have this absolute misery start to suffocate you. And in the meantime, you don't even know where all your time went, because look at all of the things that you feel have happened around you. But this is the intention, is that this is going to distract you from this thing that you are here to do. So you get caught up with the waves that are all around you. I'm talking a lot about the waves that are outside of you. I want you to know that your soul's purpose is actually like a candle, and all of the massive bits of information we have happening. It's the soul's candle within these waves and waves of energy outside of you, so that if you don't actually learn how to hold that candle in the ocean waves, in the thunderstorms, and holding that safe and protected, you are not going to be able to feel like you can go forward with that as your momentum. So that's a really strong energy to be able to hold and sustain as a regular way of being. And it can feel really very alone, because in the world that we're living in, we continue to get the same messages over and over again, and it takes us away. It takes us into some other story outside of this reason why you are here. So I want to make sure that you hear, and I'm saying this over and over and over again in this live video, that your soul's purpose is the only thing to hold your attention to. And it is amazing what happens and how the other voices around you can dissipate because you are not giving it your attention. You may not yet know that your attention is what everybody wants. Everybody wants your attention. So you have to hold it like it's your wealth. In your ways of looking at wealth, see your attention and where you put it as the most significant wealth you own. being careful, being very mindful, because you only have this many hours of the day, you only have this many hours of the week, you only have this many hours of the month and the years of your life. So where are you putting your attention? Who is getting your attention? What stories, what energy out there, what waves of other people's stories are getting your attention? Why are they getting your attention more than you giving your soul's purpose your focal point attention? And I'm bringing this to this space with you because as soon as you turn off this video, there's going to be everybody asking for your attention again. And so holding this as your message of saying, where is my attention going, is going to be paramount for you to be successful. Because tribe, I want to reiterate what I just said at the beginning of the video. I want to say these things over and over again so they can get really, really close, deep in, is that you will not be taught. I was not taught how to focus my attention by mainstream culture. The mainstream culture is intended to fragment you, your attention here and there and here and there and there. So this is why, like, listen to the message of your attention is your wealth. Being careful where you put that, because the mainstream will not be teaching you that. It will have to be you doing something outside of the norm and outside of the waves that are naturally trying to carry you this way. It has to be you saying, stop, I'm doing something different, and I'm not going to just be in the waves of energy taking me into mayhem and taking me into distraction and fragmentation. I'm not. I'm going to stop and stand clearly and say to the world, say to my soul, say to everyone in my world, I am taking a stand for my soul's purpose. And that is different. That is not the language that we're hearing out there. So you are supported in doing something different than what is the norm. The norm will take you where you're distracted. Your soul's purpose will have to be claimed with power and with authority. Your authority and your power. So when you are done living a life of distractions and feeling fragmented, and you want to create for yourself a way of being so that your only goal every day is centered and focused on your soul's purpose, it is incredible to see what happens if you do that. You don't know yet because you may not have been able to even believe that's possible. But when you actually have that soul's purpose in alignment, it is absolutely miraculous what happens with your family, with your finances, with everything around you. It dissipates into this other secondary energy, and it is incredible how much the universe wants to support you in going forward. You don't know it until you say those words and make those decisions. So when you want to create that focal point and stay focused and do something different than the norm, private message me if you feel like you and I are a vibrational match in doing that, and you will be able to create the same results that I'm being able to give the clients that I work with. So I look forward to you doing something different than what we're being taught out there. As a light worker, that's what you're here to do, and you are supported with all of the resources that you need to be successful in that. Sending my love to my tribe as always, and I'll talk to you in the next video, and I'll talk to you one-on-one. Lots of love.